Coming to Japan, foreign students encounter many things they have not experienced before. The range is incredible, from Shinto to animate stores, and from the festivals to Mount Fuji. But have we ever stopped to consider sound? What are we without sound? What value do we attach to sound? In religious context, what is the importance of sound? What are the ties between sound and religious devotion? We are traveling to a place that is very important to investigate the special importance of sound and religion. Koyasan. Koyasan is located in the prefecture of Wakayama, to the southeast of Osaka. Koyasan translates to Mount Koya. It is the most important site of Shingon Buddhism, a form of esoteric Buddhism that was brought to Japan from China in 804 by the priest Kukai. It becomes more mountainous and less populated. The further we get to our place of destination, the more we get the feeling of isolation from the rest of Japan. We have arrived. This is the temple we stay at during our time at Mount Koya. The term esoteric Buddhism might hint at a somewhat peculiar feature of Shingon. Throughout history, it is thought of as secretive or closed off. Esoteric Buddhism is the translation of a Japanese term called Mikkyo, meaning secret teaching. For a long time, there was hardly any material on Shingon available, and even the Japanese people had hardly even heard of it. Despite this, nowadays anyone can travel to Koyasan and participate in some of the Shingon practices. As Dr. Schultz emphasized in class, esoteric Buddhism is not at all like your typical image of monks at prayer. They are using every means available to them to deepen their faith. Shingon makes use of tantras and mantras to get its practitioners to deepen their understanding, meaning Shingon monks regularly chant. They always chant the same tantra, called Rishokyu. As said before, what they're chanting is the Rishokyo. This is one of the scriptures of esoteric Buddhism. It is used in every school of Shingon. Typical for esoteric Buddhism, the virtue of chanting on a regular basis is emphasized. The Rishokyo is one of the 4 principal tantras, and it means the perfection of wisdom.
On the next morning, we're on our way to the famous cemetery on Koyasan. People from all over Japan may be buried here, as long as they respect the faith of Shingon. We hope to hear more sounds here that are related to Shingon. We had some luck, because we ran into the professional guide of Koyasan.
Yes, Shingon Buddhism is a kind of esoteric Buddhism,
Yes.
which is different from the other newborn Buddhism in Japan, like a Pure Land Buddhism. Because it retains the strong influence from Indian culture, Indian Hinduism.
Yeah, oh,
Which, yes,
yeah.
which you see in the
statues, right? Too.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
yes.
I thought, I know this. As the guy told us, much of the influence from India remained very prominent in Shingon. Shingon Buddhism originally flourished in India, from where it spread to China. Kukai, who spent a large part of his life in China, brought the doctrine to Japan. Among other things, this included the hierarchy of heavenly deities. We cannot be here without showing respect to the Buddhist deities. By the way, it might be subtle, but listen to the sound of the water offering. It is very distinctive and something you would hear the whole day at the cemetery. In a way, the cemetery itself is a reflection of the esoteric nature of Shingon Buddhism. It is covered with objects and sites that often capture a hidden meaning. On our way to the mausoleum, there are thousands of Jesus statues that represent the transcendence into a different place. There is a well that is believed to forecast your future. If you don't see a reflection within it, you are believed to die in the next 3 years. The same is said to be true if you fall down one of the hundreds of stair treads. These examples show that Shingon wisdom is both hidden and in this way secretive, as well as simultaneously reflected in nature and almost everything around, and thereby very accessible to everyone. As the guide told us, this also includes children and mothers who pray for them. If you pay close attention, you can see the child bowing in front of the heavenly guardians.
And the travelers too. Jizo means, literally it means in the earth.
Oh,
in the earth,
yeah.
yes. And then so like, it's like earth is like mother's womb,
Yeah,
so children's guardian,
yeah.
a children's guardian. And the earth is like where travelers walk
True,
by,
yeah.
so yes, that's why.
As the day ends, we rest and take it easy. Do you remember how we talked a bit about the founder of Shingon, Kukai? Another guide who led a night walk on the cemetery told us something very fascinating about him.
Anyway, we believe that he is not dead. He's still there, alive, having eternal meditation for 1,200 years. It's a famous legend among Japanese people.
The cemetery is full of moon lanterns that shine light onto its paths.
Kobo Daishi said, the moon originally looks round, bright, clear, and pure, okay? Like our original mind. But the moon changes the shape every day. like our mind every day. Yesterday you had nothing to do, you got bored. But today you are traveling, you feel happy. But tomorrow you might be angry with something somewhere in Japan. So your mind changes the shape, like the moon every day. But what he wants to say is, even the moon looks like this, crescent, dark side is larger. The moon is round, right? It looks like this, but the moon is round, right? So please remember that, whatever happens. Okay? There's another metaphor about the moon. Okay? The moon is only one, alone in the sky. Okay? But when it shines brightly, it reflects on thousands of waters. Okay? This is what he said. Okay? So if there's a person who has a bright, round mind, she can influence many other people. Okay? And basically, this side, moon symbolizes people who haven't got enlightenment. Okay? This side symbolizes sun. Okay? Means Buddhas.
According to the Shingon doctrine, enlightenment is not a distant reality, but can be achieved in this life, as every living being has a part known as its Buddha nature. If this nature is cultivated, it can lead to achieving true eternal wisdom.